Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Racing Series Formula 1 Thursday night Formula 1 race Division 4. Well, if you already haven't guessed, guys, I've made a return into the comms block tonight as a special guest appearance. It is RSF1 Raikkonen, so do get your ears ready for the best now that I can give you. And tonight, in the comms box with me on co-comms is Spooky. Evening. So, as things go in the race so far, I have been told that we have got about 17 drivers turning up for the race tonight. At the moment, we've got 16 in the lobby. Spooky, you've been following this division since the start of the season?
Since the start, yes. I missed last week's race, I think.
You missed last week's race? Okay, so obviously I'm former Division 4. I moved down to Division 5 this season, so I'm familiar with some of these guys that I've raced with. Primus Gaming, for example, raced with him for 3 seasons. Arco Saints as well, one of the Malibu twins. And then Old Manzi. It's nice to see that Zimmerline Speed there, still holding up there in F4. Grandad Vinny, obviously that's our account. Oh, and Jamie as well, Jamie 24. He just needs to jump into a car when he is ready. And Fish Sticks, yeah, Button. I remember racing with Button, and he is a fellow teammate in the Ferrari garage as well, which they're doing quite well in the overall constructors. We'll run over a few things shortly with championship standings. But Spooky, tell me what has there been like dominance in the race? Has there in the races? Has there
qualifying?
How their pace been?
Qualifying is dominant, but the racing points usually Cornish and Alco Saints are usually up top, always locking the front row. Or certainly close enough. It used to be Toxic MW who we kind of split that up a little bit, but he get moved up Div 3. So they've kind of had a bit of free reign, but at the same time they've got like Mason, Dunks, Button, Scotsman, Double, Primus, all that up there, like who constantly challenge them. And yeah, I mean, in the race, Cornish seems to struggle with penalties and track limits and that sometimes. So it kind of hurts him a little bit, but overall the racing points look like they've got a good chance for this season.
Nice. So, looks like the rest of the grid are starting to go. Yeah, Jamie has got into his car now, so we should soon be starting the countdown to get the race underway. I have got the championship table in front of me now, up to date today from France. So, interesting story. Looks like that's developing in the F4 Championship, Spooky. So, Primus Gaming at the moment in the Mercedes with 103 points. He's a championship leader by 14 points. However, Grandad Vinny in the Red Bull, he's 89 points. So, Primus bad result today. Grandad Vinny takes a win. Bang, that's championship lead changed over. Oko Saints as well in the tracing point, he with 83 points as well, so he could actually, if both drivers ahead of him have a bad result and he gets a win, then he could benefit from that one as well. So we've got Button in the Ferrari in fourth space. Excuse me, I'll get my words out in a moment. With 74 points as well. So good, strong standing there for the team Ferrari. Nice to see him up there. And then RSF1 Scotsman in his Renault with 69 points. Ooh, favourite number. And Mason Dunks 08 in the Alpha Tauri is 68 points as well. Currently in 7th. XRL Cornish, and the other tracing point 59 points in 8th. Old Manzi 31 Mercedes with 50. So that's 9th there for Old Manzi. So Mercedes are still showing some quite competitive performances. Where am I? Okay, Craigie Senna there in the Red Bull as well, 37 points, and then you've got Charismic and McLaren with 32. The McLaren boys are there very close to each other, only 1 point between them, Fish Sticks and Charismic. Alfa Romeo's Barry TRC with 20 points, and Jamie and the Williams with 17 points. One triple in his house with 15. Chris with 14, so the two Haas there very close, and the Alpha Tower of DRT Invade with 8 points. Rogue in his Alfa Romeo 6, Noob Gamer in the Ferrari 5, and Double with 1 point. Double recently moving up from Division 5, so obviously all of his points that he got there are now gone. And then Bang You Dead 36 and Williams still yet to score points. Looks like cars are getting out there nice and early as well. Right, okay, so who we got out? DRT Invade in the AlphaTauri. Good evening, guys. Let us know how are the quality of the stream and audio. It would be nice to get feedback. Like I said, if anything I could do about it, I shall do my best to try and rectify it.
It'll be interesting to see if we can get a wet race tonight.
Yeah, F5. I must admit, we had a very exciting race as well. Did you watch it? Or...
Oh, I was in and out of it. I heard it was dry at the start, then most folks' softs were just about to go off, and it just came on the inters and then went from there kind of thing.
Yeah, basically, obviously, we had all dry qualifying, and then start of the race dry, and then it just started raining for the intermediates, and then towards the end of the race it actually nearly got to wet territory, but there's no point pitting in, you just lose too much time and everything. So, and at the end of it as well, my rear inters were on 86%, so I was in puncture territory as well.
I remember watching the end of it, and somebody did pit for the wets, but too slow. I think about 2 seconds slower each lap on them, so unfortunate.
Yeah, it was just too early really for the wets until like the last couple of laps of the race really, but then with how warm the inters were, you could get away with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so DRT Invade are currently on a lap now on soft tyres. So only one car at threat from elimination. So I'd imagine like the front runners of the championship would only like to, they wouldn't be pushing too hard, so be interesting to see what the back runners are. 104.0 there straight away from DRT Invade, so looking very sharp there as well on the timings.
I expect 3.5s maybe. Not Q1 obviously, maybe Q3, but high 3s probably in Q1.
Yeah, the high 3s in Q1, so there we go straight away there. XRL Cornish with a 103.6 there, so that's in the mid territories of the 103s.
I'm sure they can get even faster as track evolution.
Excellent, nice to see that double there. Give us feedback on the quality of the stream. All good. Right, who we got in the stream tonight? Hush, good evening. Nice to see you out there. Noob Gamer as well. You're meant to be racing, so concentrate on your race, please, and score some points for Ferrari. Now, turn off the stream and concentrate. Jamie as well. Evening. Okay. The Noob Gamer in Q1. Oh, okay. Yeah. In practice, Cornish did a 3.3, so not bad there at all. So I'm sure Cornish wasn't really trying, but then it looks like he's going to start another lap. So he's maybe got fuel in the tank for more. Let's get on board. Turn 1. Executed absolutely brilliant. It opens the DRS and full power down the first of the main straight of Austria. This track is an absolutely tantalisingly fast track. You are on full throttle pretty much about 75% of the race. Would you? Sorry, 75% of the lap. Would you say, Spooky?
Yeah. Very fast track.
Yeah, absolutely. Now down into turn 4, down the hill. Harden brakes into second gear for the extra rotation on the exit of turn 3 there. Hug the inside of the corner. You know it's going to be there, and into turns 6 and 7. through turn 8. Gone a little bit wide there, but perhaps not lost too much speed. Down the hill now, approaching turn 9. Swing it in perfectly and into turn 10. Oh no, that's an interesting line to the pits. Right, Button there also, he is set a 104.1. Bang, you're dead, a 104.3. Old Manzi, Zimmerline speed there in the Mercedes with a 104.4. But is he trying again on another lap? Or is he calling it in? Because, no, he's going for it.
He's going 2/10 faster.
104.4. Oh, he lost time there in the last sector.
Another thing about this track, it's very easy to invalidate, especially in that last corner. You invalidate there this and next lap, so it's horrible.
If Fish Sticks is out trying on a lap, I'm sure that Ferrari not being much help there, but it did get out of the way when it was safe to do so. Down into turn 4 now. Very nice, turn 5, hug it. So it looks like it's going to be a very clear session there for Austria, and XRL Cornish and Bang You Dead have decided to retire from the session.
I do believe they're safe, maybe Bang Your Dead maybe a little bit risky. Bang Your Dead might have retired a little bit early, Bank Cornish should be safe.
That's a 104.2 there from Fish Sticks, nice tidy lap. Line speed, right guys, who have we got out today? So Mason Dunks is now on his first lap in his AlphaTauri. I do miss my AlphaTauri from season 3.
I miss my Renault.
What, you in this season, Spooky? You in Tracy Point, aren't you?
McLaren.
Oh, you're in the McLaren. 103.7 there from Mason Dunks. Nice.
Very good lap.
Indeed. Who we got out on a lap? Scotsman in his Renault, F5 champion. Warming up his tyres there. Yeah, he is warming up, still on his outlap. Would you like to take us around with Scotsman?
Scotsman, yep. It's invalidate just there. So coming around the last corner, try to get a nice sling round there, keep as much speed as possible, get the DRS activated. Up to turn right, use as much of this curb on the left as possible to swing it right round. It does so there. Hitting the apex nicely, got the exit perfect, get the DRS on. Push up this long straight. In turn 2 here, don't know why it's a turn, but it's a turn apparently. Up to turn 3. Making nice and early and hitting the apex, lovely. Nice and exit, not using too much curb either, get the DRS the third time. Push down towards turn 4. Using quite a lot of curb in the left there, swing it in. Make out using the curb in the right as well. And the exit avoids it. Smart decision. At turn 6, hits the apex. Brilliant there, and then the exit, perfect. Up in the exit of turn 8 now, does that really nicely as well. It's not a very good lap so far, pushing towards 9. There's not that curb there. Just off the apex. Ooh, 2 cars.
Oh, what's going on there? But didn't distract him.
In the last corner anyway, P5.
104 flat, it might have distracted him a little bit there. What happened there? What was going on outside the pit? We're just near the pit entry.
There's Grady, Vinny and Primus.
Yeah, I just see Granger Vinny has got a 5 place grid penalty, so it looks like Primus and him may have had a little coming together, as I just say.
Yep, that's unfortunate for Vinny, sorry. Well, another thing around here, strategy's dead interesting. I know you can do soft medium on fresh tiles.
Yeah.
I don't know about worn ones, being cost 1 or 2 laps maybe from Q2, but that extra 4% maybe can make you a break.
Well, last night's F1 race was quite interesting because a lot of them did do soft medium strat as well.
I think it's
So a soft medium strat is quite doable around this track. You just have to be a little bit more delicate with your tyres at the start, or use your mediums for longer, but just be more gentle with your mediums. Don't use all the goodies in them straight away.
yeah, I think it's fresh softs and all pit lap 15 for the mediums, and then mediums to the end. We did see somebody on Div 2, I think it was on Sunday, get a puncture on 17 lap old mediums, which is quite interesting, but I don't know if
Are you
it's...
talking about in the F5 race?
Nah, Div 2, saw somebody get
Oh,
a
Div
puncture.
2, sorry. Oh, okay.
Quite interesting, maybe doing some burnouts.
Chris is slightly up on his time in his Haas.
We're willing to get into that top 10. Nice.
Oh no,
Maybe get some fresh tyres.
decided not to. Maybe. Interesting to see. Alco Saints is out on medium tyres.
Being confident.
He's going to set a lap on them as well. See what he's doing here. Well, this obviously makes quite a stance. That means if he's using this set of mediums in Q1, he doesn't intend to use any in Q2. He's going to start on the softs if it's a dry race.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't had no update about weather reports, and I don't want them either, please. I want to be surprised, as I would be. Oh. Why? Cornish, why did you have to ruin it for me? Oh. I don't know. Just can't get the staff these days. Well, I hope Cody's have lied to you and the programming changes.
So what did I miss? Is it meta rain?
Well, apparently now Toxic's now. We might as well talk about it now that people have. Now you've ruined the surprise for the race. Anyway, apparently, according to Toxic, it's going to rain in quali.
Well, it's not as clear as you would think, bit of clouds, but it doesn't look dark enough, maybe Q2 or 3. If it's raining in Q2, that's when you want it. Then you qualify in else and you get fresh set of tyres for the start of the race.
So Alco said, "Oh, going interesting like that," and he didn't validate. But he's going a lot slower on that. But it has seen through to P15, so it might be just enough. But graded Vinny has got to settle up, and is he struggling to settle up? He's leaving a bit late, but maybe he's confident as well.
Might just be.
Seems confident that he can get through. Let's get on board with the Red Bull Honda now. As it comes down the start-finish straight, opens up his DRS, full power, approaching turn 1, braking just at the 50-metre board now, and perfectly executed there from turn 1. Down the first DRS straight now, out the hill as well towards turn 2. And actually it's turn 3. It is turn 3. That turn 2 is there's just basically a little kink there. Turn 3 up the hill. Good traction out of there as well. No signs of the car squeamish out there. Down the hill now, approaching turn 4, second DRS zone of the track. Up the inner curve and let the car come out. Nicely executed there as well. Hug turn 5 on the inside and then onto the apex for turn 6. Drop down to 5th gear, ride the apex on the exit and to turn 7. Early on the power of round turn 8 now. Approaching turn 9, get as much speed as you can and go as wide and swing the car in, drop it down to 7th, ride the apex into turn 10, cut it slightly, perfectly, don't ride the apex too hard, and across the line at 1038.
You might have seen him on the just before turn 8 on the left side using all that curb. I don't know, I just don't like doing that. I feel like it unsettles the car when you hit the apex and turn 8.
Nice tidy lap there from Graded Vinny. Nice to see him get a good lapping on that one. Primus though, he's currently out again on 5-lap-old softs.
Well,
From what I can see.
he's certainly safe. 2 foot behind have retired, so maybe just getting some practice.
Yeah. Perhaps. Interesting to see if he completes this lap as well. It looks like he's going for it. Around the last corner now. Up on his time there goes. P8 in first session.
He's certainly safe now.
1 minute 40 left. Right, danger zone. So Alco Saints now out on softs.
I do believe he'll be wanting to join his teammate up the top. Expect so 1/10 faster already.
Absolutely, and also double there out on his outlap as well with only 1 minute, well, just over a minute left now. So Alco Saints is turn 4. Turn 6, 7.
Purple middle.
Very quick. Yeah, gone very quick through there. Around the last corner on the apex. Whoa, nice. 1036.
Right beside his teammate.
Right, what can Double do now in... Is it second race now for Division 4, isn't it?
I do believe his debut was in France, so yep.
Yep. Okay. In the Renault as well.
Chris currently gone 1/10 faster. They're going very wide at turn 3.
Okay, and Double goes a 1043. Noob Gamer, he has to improve. He's currently down on his time as well, because if Chris is up on his time, which he is, like you say, 1/10 of up.
He needs to try and find another 10 at this last corner.
The Ferrari's given up.
Oh, lovely.
Looks like Chris is going to make it through unless he has a major lost time. Yes, he does. Doubles through as well. So Noob Gamer is out at Q1. Not a good showing there for the Ferrari. So here we go, guys. So like I said, and as we saw, Noob Gamer is the one out from Q1. Everyone else through there. So, and look, obviously this 5-place grid penalty for Graded Vinny not going to carry well. So he's going to want to do an absolute awesome job through the next 2 sessions to make sure that that penalty doesn't cost him too much from where he starts.
Yeah, if he gets through to Q3, he'll be looking to try and get the front row, because if he's, let's just say, finishes P8, he'll get punted right back to 13th, and then start with the fresh guys as well.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be a tough one for him.
Okay, so qualifying 2. And from what people are saying, rain in 10, rain in 30, save tyres and all that from Cornish. It has got very dark.
I'm still on the black screen. There we go. I reckon they'll be rushing out of the pits to get that lap in. Do hear quite a couple. Williams. Yep, they're all coming out now.
Yeah.
Jamie, the first one out.
This is going to be a very interesting first session, or first opening half to quali 2.
This game can say it'll rain in 10 minutes, and sure enough, 2 minutes and it'll start raining. Can't trust it. I would just play it safe and half out. What's it most folk up?
Okay, so let's look at see what people. So let's predict that the session's going to get no rain in Q2 for me for Pokemon to double. It has got very dark though double, so I wouldn't trust it. Basically, so let's assume that we're going to have rain halfway through Q2 and try and guess their strategies here. So we have got a lot of very mixed people out on the grid. So Button there out on the mediums on an outlap. Old Manzi also out on mediums as well. Chris and Cornish, they're out on softs. Jamie is out on mediums. Double is now out on softs as well. Fish Sticks is out on mediums. Bang You're Dead is also out on softs. Going very slow there in the Williams. He's stuck in neutral by the looks of it. Maybe a gearbox problem?
Maybe.
Oh, there we go. It's oh no, yeah.
I mean, if let's just say that I don't know if we had that about the race, if it's meant to rain or not, but if it's, let's just say 60, 70 laps in maybe, you up in the medium speed dot pit.
Right, so Cornish there has invalidated. Does that mean he's invalidated this lap as well? Let's stay on board.
If it's the last corner,
Yeah,
it
he
should
has.
do, yeah.
Chris is now currently on a lap on the thing. So let's have a look at see what DRT invade. He set a decent lap on softs earlier in Q1. Let's quickly get on board. Oh, it's getting so dark.
Rain.
Oh! Flash of rain. 1047 there.
Jamie just about to finish his lap there, that invalidate in the last corner, that's unfortunate.
Fish Sticks there, 105.1, one tribal. What can you do? Who's about to cross the line? I can see a Haas. Moving very quickly. 104.5 there from Chris. Mercedes got Manzi. Oh, Manzi 104.9. On mediums as well.
Double.
And then there's double there, gone fastest. They have a 104.5 out on soft. These looks like they're going to be their starting tyres. Graded Vinny now gone faster as well with a 103.6. Oh, people are going to be so like Primus. If he doesn't get out, he's in danger. Championship leader is in danger at Austria.
Yeah, Jamie's also pitted without setting a lap time yet.
If the top 10 times can come through, like one tribal, he's not moving very quickly. Mason's just now starting a lap on soft tyres. Track's going to get very slippery very quickly as well as the tyres, well, because the tyres won't keep temperature there. Primus also out on an out lap by the looks of it on the mediums still, so he's going to gamble it as well out on the mediums to try and see if he can get through on mediums.
Yeah, Cornish went out for another lap then invalidated last corner.
Oh, that's unlucky. Guys, this could be very interesting for the grid at the start of the race. Obviously, with these mixed conditions, usually you'd see people get through that don't normally get through into Q3. Because the people just get caught out, and it ruins strategies and everything, but it can play a big part in the championship development. Mason there with a 104.1 there, so that should see him through, I would say.
Alco Saints
Alco
4
Saints there, 104.0, yeah. That should see him through. One tribal, he's still going for it in the house, he's trying his hardest.
Scotsman.
2 lap old softs.
Round the last corner. 5-5, we need to go back up.
105.5. Ooh, this could be interesting now. So will the two, so Old Manzy and Button, they look like they're going to be set dead there for starting on mediums. Fish Sticks and Scotsman as well.
You can one table Primus corners Jamie or bang your dead. Shake that up a little bit. Tribal coming to line up, I do believe. Yep, Pecan, P7 Prim. 3 lap old tyres though, not the best nick. Primus goes P11.
105.3 there from Primus on the mediums. It's not enough. He has taken over from Scotsman though, and Fish Sticks is now 10th.
Cornish invalidates again.
Oh, Cornish is not having fun. See, this could split up the racing points, like you say. If they've been dominant in qualifying lately, this has split them right up. If Cornish don't get through, only one racing point will be into Q3.
I do believe it was Azerbaijan where they both locked at the front row until Toxic came in, and then one broke away, and I think the other one just kind of helped folk up a little bit, so decent teamwork in the end.
Fair enough, fair enough. 7 minutes remaining, so what can people set? Bang your dead, stun the pits. So it could get to a little bit of a stalemate as well in towards the end of this, towards like latter part of this session, because obviously sometimes drivers, if they're going to get through, they don't want to risk going out until they absolutely have to.
Bang your dead's retired in the pits.
Okay. So he's accepted that he's going to start from 15th. If that's the case, then obviously the track conditions are not improving. What can Cornish set on his soft tyres now that he's managed to so far keep it on the white stuff? Or keep it off the white stuff and on the track? Track felt fine, okay. James says track felt fine. It normally does when you've worn the softs, when you've worn your tyres in a little bit. It's when you go out on fresh tyres, when they still have that slick there. Nice there from Cornish there, he's 104.6. Bless you.
Cheers.
Okay, so Scotsman, Primus, Fish Sticks and Button are in danger of not making it through.
I mean, they might be able to come out in a fresh set of softs, maybe push through, but I don't know the track's going to get any better anytime soon. Looks like a Ferrari might be coming out.
With the way the track,
Scotsman and Button, I do believe, coming out now.
yeah, but with the way the track just like it gets more slippery. It is still quite light rain though, but on the pit wall it does look a little bit more heavier. So it could be interesting. Car number 22, Ferrari. Come on, Button. You've got to make it through to Q3. We need Scarlet Red in Q3. Come on, my son. This is your team principal talking as well. So, right, let's have a look. He's out lap. Let's keep with the Ferrari for now then. Is he going to wrap it up? Map it up? The RS is still in mode 0, and off we go then, down the start finish straight, opens the RS in the Ferrari. Listen to that lovely prancing horse screaming her engine down into turn 1, perfectly executed there. Nice traction out of there as well. It doesn't look like there seems to be too much problems there with the soft tyres in these sort of conditions. Up the hill now, turn 2, and then hard on the brakes at 50, just before the 50 metre boards for turn 3. Excellent. This is where you could get caught out, but nicely done there. Apply the throttle nice and gradually. Up the hill now, down the hill again, down, open DRS and to turn 4. Keeps in third there, wants a smooth exit on the, come down to turn 5. On the apex now for turn 6. Be careful on the apexes in these sort of conditions though, because that is what's going to make it very slippery very quickly. Nice there for you, turn 7 and 8. Short shifted a little bit too early, I think, there, but he's going into the pits. Okay.
Scotsman just behind them though. Yep, can't go any faster.
No.
I think that's the way how it'll finish, this current result.
Norcom Primus has called it a day. Fish sticks though. On an out lap. Is he going to try or is he going to give up? He's going to go for it. Let's get on board with the McLaren now. McLaren was your better handling car than the Ferrari. And we could also see some entertainment as well if this goes wrong.
We could. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. I'm not trying to give him the commentator's curse here. Oh, the back end gets a little bit skittish there through on the exit of turn 3. But he's still stuck into it. He's still going to try and make it through. A little bit sketchy on the brakes there for turn 4, but does recover it. And aborts the lap. Wow. Looks like that's all she wrote.
It certainly does. Scotsman and Primus both into the top 10, surprising.
They should make for an interesting qualifying 3.
Should indeed.
And an interesting lineup on the grid.
Both them racing points through again, and usually Primus would challenge them along with Scotsman occasionally, so it could be a bit of a easier run for them.
Okay, Primus is coming out again, so is the track getting better? Has he got the confidence to do it?
Doesn't look much better, but I mean technically he's got to gain 4 tenths in his time, which seems quite hard.
Yeah, I'd say it's quite the challenge.
I mean, DRT and Vade's the only driver on the mediums in Q2, looks like he might go through in them as well.
Old Manzi is through on mediums as well. Just had a look. I'm now bringing it up on screen. Okay, so let's get on board with Primus then, as he tries to go faster on his lap now in these sort of conditions. So into turn 1. Seems to get a decent enough exit there, going down straight now, up. DRS is still open as well, so he's still getting maximum speed out of this. He's down 1/10 already on his time, into turn 3.
I think you're losing about 2 times alone out of turn 3.
And, yeah, called it a day. Well.
At least he tried. He can always say he tried.
Yeah, by all means. 10 points for trying. Give him points for trying. Okay, so Q3 should be interesting then. Will it be still dry tyres, or will the drivers make the cut over to the intermediates? Are the intermediate tyres going to be the faster tyre? So that is all she wrote for qualifying 2.
Hopefully Primus will retire. Make it much quicker. I do believe Scotsman started from the back in France and managed to get 4th rank.
There's one thing about Mr. Scotsman that I've always known about him. He's a very good recovery driver when things go wrong. His race pace his race strategy and pace is perfect. Okay, guys, so that is qualifying 2 over and done with. So eliminated is RSF1 button there. He'll be starting P11. Fresh tyres though, so you take some. They always say P11 is the one you want to be at, so Button there could be in very good chance there if he starts on the mediums. Fish Sticks there in 12th, Primus Gaming in 13th, RSF1 Scotsman in 14th. So Mr. Captain Comeback, can he recover? Or sorry, Captain Recovery. There we go. That's going to be his new nickname, Captain Recovery. And then Bang, you're dead, 15th.
What's the weather going to be? I think those would be funny.
It would be, looks like it is intermediate time.
Indeed. That'll spice everything up.
Yes. Who has got patience in slippery conditions? And also, to go faster on a wet track, your strategy does have to slightly change through in a qualifying mode.
If we've got a wet Q3 race, some people might have wet setups on, or we're just tweaking theirs a little bit.
I'd imagine if it was me, and like obviously I saw the weather conditions, and obviously with my actual race on Monday as well, Tuesday, sorry. It was a very tough call whether to go wet setup or dry setup. In the end, I chose my dry setup, and then when it started getting a bit wet, just added a notch of front wing, and that sorted me good.
I think it was France, the weather thing told us wet basically the whole of the race, then ended up from wet to lots of dries, so it was terrible. I think we've got a Haas that spun at one tribal.
Oh really? This also is what I do enjoy about wet conditions. It catches you out.
Yeah, track like this is completely different.
We could see some carnage as well then tonight in the in qualifying 3. Will some cars be getting destroyed? Give their mechanics a good job overnight as they switch over to the race? Interesting. Right, okay, let's have a look out on lap. Now it looks like Alco Sainz is going to start a lap. In the racing point, obviously Captain Camo. I'm sure he's supporting his drivers.
Yeah.
Very confident in the wet conditions there from Alco Saints. A very nice exit there through from turn 3. Down the hill, turn 4. Like his helmet design with the car. Oh, getting a bit of skittish there out the exit. Oh, and he's invalidated as well. Oh, the car did not like going through that last bit of sector there. He looked like he struggled with that one. But we have got, at the moment, so his teammate's gone fastest. XRL Cornish.
Got double cut in the grass.
That's the Honda's job, double. They're very good at making lawnmowers.
No, very good time from Cornish.
Yeah, 111. But it looks like he's going again. Now, I wonder if Cornish as well knows what I was, as I was explaining earlier in the race, just before the session started, about how your strategy has to change through qualifying in these sort of conditions. Currently down on his time though. What I've noticed with these sort of like intermediate wet conditions in qualifying, the longer you stay out and warm those tires, wear those tyres in, the faster they actually get. Because they become more grippy in these sort of conditions, and they get to the temperatures, and you get to feel the car, how it works under these with the tyres, because obviously the car acts completely different in the wet, and the way the wet tyres and the intermediate tyres work as well. The slick tyres, there's less rubber touching the road.
Yeah.
Okay, so provisional grid at the moment. So Cornish is in provisional pole. Jamie there in second in the Williams. Graded Vinny starting from P3. He was qualified P3, but he'll drop down to P8 if he stays where he is. Old Manzi there in P4, but he'll be jumped up to P3. The Invade in the pits there at the moment. He'll be starting. Oh, and someone's just gone and ruined that one for me. So it's double just gone quicker with a 1:12.4. Right, so graded Vinny there. Are you seeing much action up there, Cornish? Not Cornish, sorry. Spooky.
I don't know, I'm just watching Mason, he's on a lap currently. Looks like a decent first set, he's taking it very careful. Not taking any risk. Double lock up there. That used to taking these columns almost flat out. You have to go around them so slow, so careful. A different track in the wet. Was he sliding? Yeah. He's sliding and he's on the grass.
Who's it?
Mason.
Ooh. So. It's getting heavier out there for the guys.
Make it even harder to set a lap time.
Yeah.
Grady's Vinny, but one of them guys try to get higher up. As high as he possibly can.
Oh man, he's going quicker in this run by the looks of things. Well, Jamie, if you hate rain with a passion, you seem to be doing pretty well. You have qualified your P3 at the moment.
Old Manzi.
Oh, Manzi there goes P2 provisionally with a 1:12.4 on 4-lap hold intermediates.
As you said, the longer you go, the better they get.
Yeah, it is interesting, especially intermediates as well, because they become like extra worn slicks, and worn slicks in these sort of conditions are just perfect, I think.
Yeah. I do think Connor should be safe up the top end. I don't think Indy can beat that. That's a 5/10 jump from Manzi. Make that a 4/10 jump. Sorry, not even a 4. A 2/10 jump from Vinny. E2 for him. Manzi going quicker again. He's getting faster and faster, old Manzi.
Mm-hmm.
The rain looks like it's coming off though. Getting a bit lighter maybe.
Right, okay, so Manzi Cornish there still fastest.
DRS.
Oh, hello.
I did think it was getting a bit drier.
Yes. Now the intermediate tyre runner's going to struggle with the track improving.
Double in and fade might have this one nailed. I don't think any other driver can get in and back out in time on a soft set of tyres. So DRT and double are out on softs. You've got two. Ooh, if there's enough people. Old Manzi, where are you? Are you? You might just be able to come out quick enough. And graded Vinny. Oh, 2 minutes left of the session. He's gonna have to be very quick in out there from Red Bull if he can do it. It will be absolutely tremendous. Right. Corner, she's gone 5/10 faster. And Valdes last corner.
Interesting to see now. So, first of the soft runners, DRT Invade. Could steal pole position here.
Yeah, the radar's off now.
Absolutely. So the rain is off, track's improving. So, oh, going for it in the Honda. Good evening, everyone. You're in for an absolutely exciting race, I think, absolutely, because we have just been going through a wet qualifying session 3. The track very, very quickly has just become ultimate dry tyres.
All these drivers coming out kind of get a lap in. It's unfortunate for them. This could be Double's first potential anyway, if he can beat Invade here, first pole position. Invade 2 seconds quicker currently. He will have time to push again for another lap if he wants to keep going.
Yeah, as well, so he could obviously he could still stay out. It looks like he's got enough fuel. Should Double steal it off him, he may be able to respond. Gone across the line. It's a 108.0.
Double invalidates this and next lap.
Oh no, Double! In the bag. Out lap. Who's on a lap? Alco Saints not gonna make it. You're definitely not making it. So the only one, it does look like that's all she wrote.
Invade looks like he's still pushing in this lap.
Chris is still on intermediates.
Invade's going 7/10 quicker, and that's an
And
invalidation.
he's just invalidated, but it doesn't matter because he's pole position. He's in pole position.
He is indeed.
Is he going to finish the lap? Let's see what the lap would have been without the invalidation. 106. So definitely they're getting faster and faster, but it was just everyone got caught out.
Yeah, and then Invade got that perfect this day by luck, maybe.
Okay, so that's all she wrote for qualifying 3. Very, very interesting there. Is it a bit of a mixed up grid than usual?
You don't usually see Invade this high up. And then Old Man's usually bottom end of the top 10 as well. We usually do see Alco and Cornish up top. Of course, Primus and Scotsman usually up there as well, so it's certainly different than what it would usually be.
So this could mean we do see some incidences for this race as well. Drivers in positions that they don't. That are not used to being in these sort of areas like midfield, like top runners being in midfield, it can catch them out.
Yeah, sometimes you push a little bit too hard, especially like turn 1 folk braking earlier than they usually would doing that. You can really easily pick up damage, especially around here. It's quite easy to spin out.
Yeah, so there we go, guys. Everyone else apart from DRT Invade, sets their time on intermediates, and he's the only soft-runner of 108.077. And the AlphaTauri of Mason Dunk did not set a lap at all, so he starts P10. So Graded Vinny will be starting P8. So Chris will start P7th, Jamie in 6th, Alcasaints in 5th, Double in 4th, Old Manzy in 3rd. That's unfortunate, Double. Sometimes these things happen. We learn from our mistakes, as I say. Oh.
I'm still on a black screen. Very cloudy.
Very cloudy.
It's still softs and mediums currently, so maybe I'll wait into this part a little bit in. Of course, Invade and Old Manzy first and third in the mediums. That could be bad news for folk behind them like Double, Alco, Jamie and that, because Cornish might get past Invade, turn 1 and just run away with this.
Well, it does look like we may possibly have a little bit of an issue, but we'll keep on being with it for now. It does look like a few people have disconnected. So, excuse me. I'm just now having a look on the Discord chats now. Invades Games Crash from Double over on the Twitch chat. Thank you, Double. Evening, everybody. 25 viewers. It's just jumped up to as well now. 23, 22. We're losing people left, right, and centre. No, please come back. We need you. Give us the views. Not sound desperate or anything. What are you expecting from the race, Spooky?
You can never tell with Division 4, it always is different than the rest. I do expect Cornish to push up into P1 before turn 1 and possibly get a banging of a race because the two medium mills behind them may be holding up folk. And penalties are quite easy to come by around here too. In Division 3 during the week, quite a few of the glitch where we weren't getting the indication we had in warnings. We just got the penalties. I don't know if that's still going around or not. But I do expect Cornish to take the lead in turn 1 and run away a little bit. I mean, the rain, if it came in midway, that could really help us out. Or even a safety car. Division 4 usually has a safety car, at least one.
You sound so confident with that.
I mean, back in the Netherlands, we had 4 in a row. That was
I think I remember watching that
the
race.
slowest 10 laps of my life. It was the last corner every time somebody just spinning the car would hit it. We ended up with 10-9 drive, I think, that race, so it was quite a slow race. I think Azerbaijan we had 2, like one after the other. So it's very common around here, so I do expect one. I mean, they could try and prove us wrong.
They could. Sometimes Division 4 do come up with some nice surprises, so they may pull one out of the bag for us this week. I'm just keeping, like I said, guys, I'm keeping an eye on the Discord chat for Division 4 at the moment. Luckily for me, I am able to do so. Obviously, as you know, guys, I'm one of the committee members. Okay. So far, we are not calling for a restart, so it should be all hunky-dory. Right, let's see what happens on the grid now that we're underway.
I do believe we had a restart yesterday. Division 3 did a
1.
restart as well.
So we're getting away under the formation lap. Do you want us to take us through it, Spooky?
I will do. From the back.
Yep.
Right, so dead last, bang you're dead. Quite a few cars just stuck there. Anyway, bang you're dead from 16th. The Noob Gamer, P15. Some fresh softs there. Oh, those cars.
Whoa!
This is already been interesting. RSF1 Thoughtsman, usually up top, P14, can he make a comeback? He's known for it. Primus in P13, also a very surprising place for him to be. He's also on the hards, so different strategy than the rest.
Cold hard tyres.
Maybe a bit slower off the start, but if you can hold him long enough, it could be a good race for him. Fish sticks in the McLaren in P12. RSF1 Button in P11 in fresh mediums. Mason Dunk struggled to set a lap in Q3, P10 for him. One Tribe on the Haas, P9. Grady Vinny with that grid penalty, back in P8 now. Chris has been disqualified, that's not good for him. Mate Jamie, P6. Alco Saints in P5. RSF1 Double in P4. Old Manzi, P3. Cornish in P2 and Invade in P1 after slipping through in the softs in Q3.
Okay. Let's get ready, guys. It is time for the Division 4 Austrian Grand Prix. As the rest of the field now come onto the grid and form up into their grid spots.
And we all just
Everyone
cross our fingers for no crashes in Turn 1.
We are going to have 16 Formula 1 cars about to go maximum velocity at the Austrian Grand Prix. And we wait. Wait again. That's it.
This game never
Restart.
fails. Impress.
Do apologise, guys. Unfortunately, the game has had a little bit of a technical glitch. I have now called for a restart, so hopefully the message will get through to everyone. We'll stick with this stream though, whilst the lobby host whilst the lobby host leaves and gets a new session underway. And bear with me 1 second. Cornish, keep us entertained for a moment whilst I just sort things out.
We could always talk about the new game getting released in July the 16th. I found that out today.
Oh yes, yes. Go ahead.
Me and Toxic had a theory. We were looking and watching the clip, and so you can see a car in it, and it looked like the front suspension broke on it. So we thought, could that be a new mechanic in the game? Can suspension get broke? And then I also saw a car with the rear end kind of flying, and I thought it'd be interesting. Also, we get the new cars in the game, new tracks as well, I believe. Imola, Portimao, and there's 30 tracks altogether. I think it's 3 short circuits, 5 historic. Or is it the other way around?
Yeah, I obviously who did I speak to today? RSF1 Millsy. Basically, obviously, you're having the 3 tracks added into it. You got Jeddah, Imola, and Portimao, Portugal. And I have heard about you say 7 historic tracks.
Is it like, I think it's 3 historics and 5 shots. I can't tell, I can't remember anyway. I'll go try and find it real quick. We certainly have the time to do so when the lobby gets set back up.
Yeah.
There's also a 2-player career mode as well in there.
A 2-player career mode?
Yeah, I heard that was coming out as well. Good tracks, Portimao. So you're getting Portimao, Imola, Jeddah, if I'm right in saying. Available for free, post-launch as well, so that's all good. And July 16th, you can pre-order it from now.
Okay, no worries. Cool. Drop me an invite to it, please. You're hosting, yeah? Yes. Yeah. Right, okay. But for that sort of purposes, I would say to continue with the grid at Q3. The grid will stand. Unfortunately, it's a game. It's a game issue, whether it was awarded unfairly or fairly in my eyes. If Diggles is listening, by all means, he can intervene. He is the head steward of this league. But from my point of view, it will stand. Okay. So anyway, Spooky saying about the game about these historic tracks. Primus, do you know anything about the new game being?
Hello, sorry, I'm here.
Yeah, no. Obviously, we were just talking about the new release of obviously the release date for the new game has been announced. So I've heard jibs and drabs. I haven't managed to catch up with gossip myself. What have you heard?
Right, we are getting the new Grand Prix in Saudi Arabia. We are getting
Jeddah.
Imola, which I am absolutely psyched about because Imola is a fantastic track. I love it. I know it's got a bit of a dark history with the darkest weekend in Formula One history, you know, with Ratzenberger, Senna, and Rubens Barrichello. I do understand that's quite a dark weekend, but let's not take it away from the fact that was a really brilliant track. Unfortunately, you know, those incidents did help F1 improve massively in terms of safety.
Exactly. As much as you turn, sorry, I'm gonna. As much as you turn around and say, you know, that was a dark weekend for Formula One. If those incidences did not happen, would we be where we are today in the terms of safety for Formula One?
Probably not. We would have eventually gotten there, but it would have taken much longer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll send you another invite again. Didn't seem to want to get you in for the first one. If I'm correct, Portimao, Portugal, is coming as well.
Yeah, that was there as well.
Yeah, I have heard about the Portimao one, and I know a few people are very happy about that one because they like the up and down roller coaster of the road. Up and down, side to side.
Like a road. It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday, what?
Yeah, let's not start karaoke on RSF1. I'm not in the mood for that one. Okay, so guys, just to reiterate as well, we are using so anyone listening to the stream as well, if you're not seeing Discord, it is a restart, and as per way it should be, we go to the backup host when there's a problem with the primary host. So we are going to the backup host, which is Primus Gaming. Primus, have you got the grid?
Now doing it. I need Spooky to help me just with anything like that. If he's got the screenshots, because
It's not 1 2 6.
Because I know DRT Invade qualified on pole, Cornish followed second.
You got your phone on you?
Bang You're Dead was last. I know that for sure. Noob.
Have you got your phone on you?
Yes.
Check Discord.
Dankeschön.
Ah, wunderbar.
So we need to get old man's here. Upifre.
I hope you not include your audio for that part.
Oh, sorry. I don't include. Go in my side.
Always. Oh yes. Okay, so those 3 tracks have been confirmed into the new game. Imola. The last time, obviously, it was obviously last year, with last season, we were there, obviously for F1 2020. But the actual official time it was actually on the race calendar was in 2006, which the year 2006 and 2005 saw one of the most tremendous battles you'll ever see in Formula One, and if you ever got the ability to, I'd go back and watch them on YouTube or whatever, between Fernando Alonso and the king himself, Michael Schumacher. 05 Alonso got the better of him, but 06 Schumacher came back and come up trumps. So it was an awesome battle between the two, and so close as well. No worries, thank you very much, Primus. Right, hopefully. And you did do the weather, didn't you? I hope so.
Sure they got that part. I'm just see if the outer circle of Bahrain is in the calendar. Would we be doing it, or would that be like kind of voting?
Sorry?
The outer circle of Bahrain. I do believe that was getting put in to the game. Would that be like a vote if we done it, or would that just like we don't do short tracks?
I don't know on that sort of thing, because it is something obviously that top board we are, us as the committee, are discussing about the new game, because obviously this season of Formula 1 is going to be the longest season we've seen for a long time, and we are now getting under ready to race again. Well, it's too late now anyway, so they can't do anything about it. Yeah, so 46 weeks worth of racing we have to try and fit in. There's only 52 weeks of the year. That only gives us 46. 6 weeks, so 3 weeks of either season to turn things around, do a draw, new setup standings and everything, so it'd be pushed for time.
Yeah.
Obviously with a new game as well, everyone has to redo TTs.
Yeah. I'm sure if they would cooperate and get their times in, and then if they would be getting relocated or staying put in the divisions.
Tim and Ike. Evening, sir. It's nice to see you watching the stream. Okay, so, guys, please remember setups if you're listening. So I don't want to see anyone making any errors with their setups as well. Yes, hello sir, good to see you out on the stream. Right, who else have we got out there? Got 17 viewers. I don't think all 17 have said hello, or 18 now on my screen as it comes up. So I've got Tim and Ike. Hello Tim and Ike. Noob Gamer, hello again. Hippo, nice to see you there. AWAT. AWAT 14, there's only 12. Oh, right, okay. I don't know who you are, but hi.
I don't know who he is.
Sorry, all my Smurf accounts. Tacticals, hi. Hi, Lee. Dave, hi. Double, hello. So. Discord. I think I've been a few people's saviours about their setups, because I think nearly someone forgot. Rocket Man Motorsport, come on Chris, with the Williams and the Williams drivers tonight. Okay, so hello Rocket, I'm just going to call you Rocket for short, it's easier. Rocket Sprocket. Damn, my drink is empty. That's not a good sign. So, it's a little bit lighter than it was in the original race, but hey ho, custom weather, you do have to take the good with the bad.
Yep, hopefully we can get underway soon and get racing.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
So
From Tim and Ike there. Yep, absolutely. And guys, as well, I'm going to let you into a little secret about what I'm doing, what I have been up to. And it's going to be something for... Up the flash stick. Okay. It's going to be something for the league. Oh, okay. 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 I'll be good. Let's just dangle a fish out there instead. Now you all got to wait.
I know you can pay me to find out.
It's going to be good. That's all I'm going to say. Right, okay, so formation lap time. Off we go again then. Take it away.
Second time lucky. Anyway, this time, bang your dead from the back in the Williams. The noob gamer starting P15 in the Ferrari. RSF1 Scotsman P14 in the Renault. Primus Gaming 13th in the Mercedes. Fish Dixon P12 in the McLaren. RSF1 Button P11 in the Ferrari. Mason Dunks P10 in the AlphaTauri. One Tribo in the Haas P9 for him. Graded Vinny P8. Chris in P7 in the Haas as well. Jamie in P6 in that Williams. Alco Saints in the Racing Point P5. Double in his second or third race P45, good start in the Renault. Old Manzi P3. XRL Cornish in P2 and DRT Invade up top.
Well, that is the grid, ladies and gentlemen.
That was a coming together between Scotsman and the noob gamer.
Yep, so they'll be starting on cold tyres. Oopsie daisy. Okay, so taking the final approach now. The game has taken control of their cars. As you can see how their cars are not weaving to warm up tyres and they're going to form up to the grid. We are in for a treat. Mixed up grid from the mixed conditions from qualifying. Drivers in positions that they wouldn't normally find themselves in. It can only end one way. It's Austria.
They've also all got fresh tyres, so it makes it 11 playing fields.
Oh yes, it does indeed. So you are right about that one. Level playing field. I will get my words out tonight. I'm stuttering like an old person. Okay, so we are just now waiting for the race director to get things underway. Looks like we have got the lights. I can hear engines revving. Now I can't. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. No! And the Austrian Grand Prix is away! XRL Cornish has got a brilliant start there, but on the inside, oh my god! Is that ghosty? No, it isn't. There's absolute carnage! The DRT Invade has just been absolutely mauled at turn 1. Surely that's got to be a safety car. Carnage absolutely everywhere. Okay, so guys, so let's get back to the racing. It looks like the grid is still going. No safety car. I am absolutely stunned at that one. So Cornish is in the lead. Old Man's in second. Alco Saints in the Racing Point is somewhere straight up to third as well. Mason Dunks in the AlphaTauri in fourth. Chris is in fifth. Al Button in sixth. So Button has made good positions up there on the medium tyres. Fish Sticks at the moment is currently under pressure from one tribal. So the Haas of one tribal is currently sniffing right behind the gearbox of the McLaren. It's having a look on the inside down the hill, but doesn't think's better of it. Then you've got a new gamer up in ninth. He's made good positions. Patient to hospital. RSF1 Scotsman there up in 10th. So right, we are going to see the drivers who got damaged. Graded Vinny in the pit lane. Double in pit lane. So 2 drivers there. It looks like. How is that AlphaTauri not? What's he missing? Nothing. How has he not got damage?
Surprising.
Absolutely. Bamboozle, but Cornish at the moment. Graded. Oh no, hang on. I just fell for it, didn't I? Timing screens are not right now until they sort themselves out. Because we're not on lap 3 or on lap 2. Jamie there with the first person to get a 3-second time penalty on the looks of it. Yes, multiple warnings.
There's the grid back to normal.
Okay. So XRL Cornish at the moment in the Racing Point. I'm sure Captain Camo who still thinks that he is right about everything, but he's clearly not, because he's just got the complete wrong person who's the best person.
Bang your dead round.
Has got a nice 3-second lead there from Old Manzi. Old Manzi, though, at the moment, currently under pressure from Malco Saints. Malibu Twin in Tracing Point takes the 2019 Mercedes, overtakes the 2020 Mercedes.
Not a surprise there.
But then Old Manzi and now Button and Chris are having a little ding dong as well by the looks of it.
So Scotsman might go for a move here, and it looks like he's going to back out of it. The gamer still going really defensive. Ooh! The gamer almost hit the back
them
of
back
one.
wheels! Mason is also on the back of Old Manzi on the medium tyres. It looks like Zimmerline's speed at the moment seems to be in full operation. He's taking his time through it. He wants to just stay nice and steady. And looks like Chris as well is right on the back of the AlphaTauri. So we have got a nice tantalising battle here for P3 at the moment. As Alco Saints are at the moment, Alco Saints has now broke the DRS from Old Manzi. But hang on, Mason Dunk's having a look as Old Manzi hasn't got any. He takes their position off Old Manzi. But Old Manzi responded. Will Chris have a look at the back of Old Manzi? But Old Manzi has got DRS to defend as well. So, so far so good for the race. Apart from that interesting turn one.
I'd say it probably happened. Just surprised it wasn't a safety car.
No, but Chris LFC, or Chris 12 LFC is looking all over at the back of Old Manzi. Soft tyres versus medium tyres. At the moment, the soft tyres will have the absolute advantage over the mediums. You can go quite a distance on the medium tyres for this race.
You can push about 20 laps. I see a lock up in that. You should be able to go for 21, even that push. So probably lap 15 these drivers will be hitting for the mediums. One Chris made a massive lunge. Manzi.
Yep, and Manzi holds on to P4. Okay, so we've got Primus and... So Jamie there out on the soft tyres, Primus on the hard tyres. He's the only person to be on the hard tyres. Is he struggling a little bit? Quite possibly. He's sat there in P12 at the moment. Playing the long game. What have we got? Gap to lead.
Chris may have another go on Manzi here. And he's beaten by this time.
Yeah, absolutely, but will he get turn free right, or will he outbrake himself again? No, he's got it perfect there, closes the door, lets Old Manzi know that position is mine, but with Old Manzi now...
Jamie spun round.
Can't park there, sir. Okay, oh, that's a nice helicopter cam with fish sticks, who's currently under pressure by the looks of it from the noob gamer. Well, within half a second there. We have got, Scotsman, one tribal, and Button here, a little train.
The noob gamer, off now. Exit at turn 8, caught him.
Okay, so lap 7 into 36 laps. We've got 21 laps left of a No, 9. Lost count. Shot it. 29, I think. Yeah, 29 laps. I should be able to knock that one out quite instantly. Oh, that's basic maths. Come on, AJ. Oh, hello. Interesting.
Both Primus and one Tribal burning through that ERS rather quickly, almost keep draining it.
Yeah, it looks like one Tribal and... Sorry, Invade and Primus have a little thing like... Look at that! Oh, Primus has gone wide there on the exit turn 6! Watch DRT Invade sneaks up on the inside of him there. Fantastic. Okay, so soft runners are leaving the medium runners, so it's those two, well, a second between Old Man's and Chris. 3 seconds cushions between the two tracing points. Looks like it's going to be a comfortable 1-2 at the moment for them, providing that nothing goes wrong for them. Mason Duncan, the Alpha Tauri as well. He's currently doing a strong P3 there for the Alpha Tauri. In P4 is in the Haas driver. I'm sure Think Diggles will be happy. A good, strong points tally up there if everything doesn't, if we remain status quo. But I'm sure we won't, because there's much to still go. And looks like Jamie has decided to call it a day of his race as well. Old Manzy there. So Button, Old Manzy, Fish Stick. So we've got DRT Invade. A little train there coming up. And one Tribal. One Tribal doesn't seem to have a lot of ERS though, and Primus is starting to reel himself in on this bit as well. So could make up some good positions here.
Fish Sticks has got the ERS to defend, but around here it's hard to get at it, so you need to use it at the correct time. This Invade sneaks up the inside and closes the rear end. Tribal and Primus, sorry. Invade side by side into turn 4. Still side by side in the exit.
Yeah, very
Invade
good.
pulls ahead.
Yep. Nice racing, nice clean racing that was. Soft tyres do still have the edge by the looks of it. They seem to have that little bit more bite.
One Tribal getting removed.
Yeah,
almost.
Sure, Jamie, why not? Mix things up a bit tonight for the comms team.
Ooh, one Tribal walled the back of Invade.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are in a little bit of a fortunate position tonight. We have managed to get one of the drivers into... Oh, Need Gamers called it a day. In the pit lane. We have managed to get an interview with one of the drivers who was retired from the race. So, Jamie, early retirement there from the race. Tell us how you feel.
Well, not great to be honest. I'm using the little bit of my voice I've got left for this, but everything's gone wrong. Like my car, it was braking really delayed, and like it's like driving a tractor. I had the setup on, so I don't really know what's happened.
Okay, so just not a good feel at all. So I take it you just took the decision to didn't feel comfortable with the car, call it a day.
Yeah, I'd already racked up I think 6 seconds, so I was like,
yeah.
With that many penalties, it's the bag's not really worth carrying on. It gives me a chance to get some dinner down me as well.
So you want to stay around for us for a little while?
Yeah, do a few laps until my voice gives in.
Okay, no worries. Well, it's good to see you in the box with it alongside us. So, at the moment, so from your perspective, is the race unfolding how you had expected it to unfold? Like, because obviously with qualifying, we had some very, very interesting conditions there, which has obviously mixed the grid up considerably.
I expected Cornish to be out in front. He's already got a time penalty, I see, which doesn't surprise me. But yeah, I think it's his race to lose now, to be honest.
Yeah, it depends how well he can keep his how far he can keep his teammate behind him.
It's hard because, like, in qualifying before, I think I did a 3.1. So I was hoping it would stay dry, but I think I went out just a little bit too early, and then I think I was just halfway around my outlap, and then the track changed instantly.
Okay.
I was surprised to see Chris up in P4.
Yeah.
It's not normally around that area. But
I believe he was up there Canada or the race before that. He had a good race. Qualifying anyway.
the thing with this tour as well, so many people can be up there and thereabouts.
It's hard to predict.
It is very hard to predict. By the looks of it, it does look very hard to predict. So at the moment, it looks like we've got no more notifications there to catch up with the game. But Primus, though, at the moment in P10 on them hard tyres. So lap 13 out of 36. It is starting to come a little bit towards him by the looks of it, and it looks on the inside there of fish sticks, but obviously the medium tyres will still have quite a bit of an edge over the hard runners. But how are the soft runners doing at the moment? The gap still remains the same between 4th and 5th, 1.3 seconds. So old Manzi there is keeping dibs, well, just able to keep dibs with the soft runners. Slightly out of their DRS, but it's enough. But we've got Primus Gaming. Oh, and Fish Sticks there, a 3-second time penalty. Primus there makes the move and takes up to P9, so he's cutting his way through the grid.
But Primus will like this though, because I reckon he'll go to about lap 25, and then he'll be in a good position.
And especially as well, because anything can happen, and we could get a late safety car. If that happens and he's basically banged on right, so like say for example, I don't know, lap 23 to 26, get a safety car.
That's what makes Primus like stand out to other drivers. Like, if he'll have a poor qualifying, he'll always put it back on the alternate strategy, and he'll bring it back and he'll keep his edge.
The same with Scotsman as well. What was it? He started P14 and he was P7.
I mean, I wish I was the same, but
Yeah.
Oh, now old Manzi has caught up with Chris very quickly. So 13 laps.
I think Chris
say-
still a bit of an off. He lost about a second to Mason.
I believe
so.
the pit window is lap 15. I don't know if
15
it's
Yeah.
different on
fresh
fresh
15,
tyres.
lap 15, 16. Yeah, they did start on fresh tyres as well, like you say. So they could go that little bit longer as well. But old Man's just going to go for it on the medium tyres because like he's got nothing to lose here. Opens up with DRS. He's got ERS to play with as well. So like, is he going to make the move? Is he going to keep the DRS for out of turn 4?
Chris just gets a DRS, but he's got quite a lot of ERS to do with.
Yeah, and so's old Manzi as well. So it looks like that position is now old Manzi's for the time being. He's currently doing well there with no penalties. So we've got Cornish, Chris, Invade, Fish Sticks, Bang You Dead, and One Tribal currently running on track with penalties. And One Tribal looks like he's made a stop recently and gone on to the hard tyres as he overtakes RSF1 double.
Double Saints in the pit, along with Mason.
So we're going for an undercut there.
Yep. Chris is in.
There's like all the soft runners coming in except Cornish.
Yeah. This is when you want to pivot this lap on the mediums and survive for I think 70% maybe.
Yeah.
You still feel alright near the end.
Ooh, so Alco Saints has ended up behind Primus. Obviously, this is for track position, and oh hello, we've got invading Alco Saints having a little bit of a switch positions there.
Yeah, this isn't what Alco wants, doesn't want to be stuck behind these guys. Mason came out in decent position, he's like 3 metre ahead of him. Alco needs to get past Primus as quick as he can. I do believe Cornish will come into the pit. Yep, he's in the pit.
Where would he come out though? Can Alco Saints jump him here?
I think
This is
isn't it?
if Alco Saints, I don't know, because Primus might be holding Alco Saints up. So they're now around coming turn 9, as it looks like Cornish is now leaving the garage.
Just behind him.
Might be quite
Alco
close.
going for it.
Oh, it's going to be very, very tantalisingly close as Alco Saints takes Primus. Will he get the jump on his teammate? He's got the momentum, but he hasn't got the DRS.
Primus fighting back.
Alco Saints also picked up a penalty there, I think.
Yeah, it's both right now. Racing points have.
Up on my screen there for the moment. At the moment, what sort of penalty did he get there?
Just
3
3
seconds.
seconds. I
Yeah.
mean, I haven't even got buttons to say what button does what at the bottom of the screen, so it's all going wrong.
Oh dear. Okay, so 2 racing point drivers. Oh, whose mic is that with the old feedback?
I believe it's Spooky, but
Alright, yeah.
yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, Bang you dead and Chris LFC. I'll just say Chris LFC. I can't bother say 12. Having an exchange of positions there.
I think Mason might get fish sticks here. Up towards just before turn 2. Oh, bend 2, should we call it?
Yeah, I can't believe they still call that a corner.
Alco Saints getting really close to his teammate. I do believe both these
Yeah,
guys sit in a party.
Is it going to be gloves off and battle for the win? Could we have a multi-21?
Did the hit each other run off and crash? I guess we'll find it soon. Colin's going a little bit wide there. Might have picked up a warning for that.
RSF1 Scotsman as well is very close to Button, so Old Man's there, nice in the lead there. Oh, he gets a 3-second time penalty then as well for going slightly wide.
I don't know how Cornish and Saints will work this. Saints it's got the best bet of the championship, but then Cornish also wants them points to get up there, so...
I don't think they're in a party. I've just seen Cornish is in with Lincoln, who's a racing point. There's someone offline, but I think he's normally in a party with RSF1 Source.
Yeah, it looks like Alco Saints wants it. He's taken the position off of him, so Alco Saints is potentially no Patronus. Unfortunately, someone called Cornish, weren't it, who ruined it for me? Yes.
It's just you said it as well.
Someone ruined my surprise for the weather. I wanted there to be rain. I just didn't want to know about the weather. So yeah, it's a dry race. Right, what have we got going on? Scotsman is still chasing Button. Come on, Button, hold that Renault up. What did you buy then? It's not very nice, Patronus.
Scotsman's
Or
using a lot of ERS there.
Or RSF1 Millsy, as you like to be called now.
Button used a lot to defend as well.
Do you know what? I can't believe Camo's not on here.
He'll be
his
watching
team-
United, wouldn't he?
Oh, United playing, are they?
I don't know, what is that again they're playing? It's the
Actually,
Champions
why
League,
not?
they're not good enough for that.
Yeah, he's right.
I support them, but I agree with you. They're not good enough for the Champions League.
I'll check my bets.
Up front, three have all pitted now.
We'll have a happy Camo tonight.
Oh! Scotsman and Button there, making contact.
They get damage. Doesn't look like it.
Very interesting. Primus has just gone into the pits. It was on the hards, also gone in the same time as the medium. So could he have maybe started on the mediums?
No, he was on the hards, surely.
It was on the hards, but he's pitted the same lap as the medium runners.
Maybe a mistake in his part.
I don't know. It could be in with the strategy, take the hards in it, because, let's be fair at the moment, everything seems to be a little bit spreadish with the race, apart from obviously you've got Cornish and Alco Saints. Mason's 6 seconds behind them two. Fishsticks is 5 seconds behind Mason, and then you all got Chris very close behind Fishsticks there, so it could be a battle for fourth.
Fish 60 at the pit. Looks like he might
Yes.
win this lap.
So no battle for fourth. Done.
Getting closer, it's got
And then
Primus
you've
and
got
Scotsman.
But if Cornish and Alco both get another time penalty, it brings Mason into the fight for the lead.
For the win, yeah. I see what you're saying. That it depends now, because if they are, well, they're not in a party, so I'm sure they won't have team orders. But if I'm not in a party with my teammate, I kind of have a sort of respect, keep them honest, but don't fight hard.
See, my respect for my teammate when he stole Russell off me. So I got dashed. My Xbox turned off earlier and swooped in and stole it.
Whoa! Get a better Xbox.
Birthday next week. Who knows?
Yeah, well.
Is it next Thursday or?
I wouldn't expect a Series X, because at the moment they're all flipping sold out.
Chris struggling with penalties in 9 seconds.
Invaded 12 as
in
well.
9, yeah, 12, just saw that there, Chris. Mason usually manages to take the
okay.
penalties. Alco Saints and Cornish side by side.
Cornish is taking the lead back off his teammate. Car number 69 is in the lead. Could this be an inter-team scrap that goes wrong? Could this be a Rosberg-Hamilton moment, where it was completely Hamilton's fault that he hit into Rosberg?
Primus picking up a penalty. It's not biking.
No, but if he's pushing, is he in dirt? Yeah. Well, no, he's got 4 seconds. 4 seconds of road in front of him, so.
It's got some
Just
time.
aggressive.
Might feel the pressure. That's Vinny off. Vinny got one off there. After he's good qualifying.
Uh huh.
I think Mason will pick up a penalties in clean air. Rather having to push it in and just take his time. We'll see what to get.
Yeah, by all means.
Yeah, what to catch up at the same time. Old man's also get penalties, so he's quite safe.
Well, hello, got Scotsman on the back of Primus.
Both really low in the ERS.
Yes, indeed. But who's got the better fuel mixture? That could be. That's always everyone talks about ERS all the time and like the overtake button, but you do forget about the rich mode.
It's
I
a feature
suppose.
I'd like to see, to be fair.
What to see what fuel mixer they're on.
Yeah, when spectating, just see how much fuel they've
That
got
would
on.
kind of ruin it though. I kind of see where you come from, but then I also like the element that I don't know what fuel mixture they're running.
But I would also
Yeah,
like to be able
Because
to
true,
see a
yeah.
little.
it would be kind of disappointing that if you're in fuel mixture 3 and they're in fuel mixture 1 and you can't pass them.
That's the thing, like, from a race perspective, I wouldn't like it, but sat in comms, it'd be something. It would be nice.
I think a wee graph as well
it
for
would be,
us.
but RSF1 button and Chris are going to exchange places. No, they're not. Wow, everyone's just got really close all of a sudden. Wow, we've missed this bit, guys. So we've got the Haas, the Ferrari, and the AlphaTauri here, and a little bit of a fifth for the battle for 5th place.
I would think Button would have the upper hand here with the fresher tyres, the softs as well.
You would, and
Chris.
Invey's going into the pits.
You could be calling it a night. That's 15 seconds.
I noticed Chris had damage in
Yeah.
lap 9 and he didn't get it fixed when he went into the pit. It's interesting. I thought Invey was having quite a good race. Obviously not. Ooh, Chris with a switchback. That didn't work.
Oh, that's people moving. Yeah, so it looks like Button has taken 5th place off Chris and is going to go head set and off after Old Manzi. Zimmerline speed.
Old man's he's got hands of space ahead and behind. Only 3 seconds of penalties, I think. Yeah, 3 seconds. So if he can keep his gap, he falls his.
But I'm gonna have to leave you guys so I can still talk to call off the Chinese.
Okay then, Jamie. Have a good evening. Enjoy the Chinese.
Cheers.
Okay, so unfortunately there for Jamie, but it's nice to have him come and jump in the comp spot with us at Scotsman and Chris. Scotsman takes off, takes 7th off Chris.
I do believe Scotland now push for Primus. Although both still very low in the ERS, not saving it.
Yeah, they are definitely using their little toys in their car. So we've still got the battle up ahead between the 2 racing points. Multi 21. So we could be in for an unfortunate surprise if one of them decides to crash into the other one. I wouldn't wish that at all.
It would certainly be
So-
funny.
Close the gap on the overall Constructors' Championship, because at the moment Racing Point are ahead.
And they're pulling the gap from Mason.
Could it be a duel at Austria for the 2 Racing Points? Or will
Both
it
still
end up
only
like
3.
Belgium 2014 between Hamilton and Rosberg? Again, Hamilton's fault.
Primus getting the fastest lap of the race. Extra point for him, if he can maintain that.
Uh-huh.
Just got notifications saying that DRS is now enabled.
Yeah. I do like it when the game does this to you, like random notifications here and there. It's one of the most interesting things. Oh, hello. Okay, thanks again with Cornish. Oh, hang on. This could end up as well like, is it 2016 Austria between the two Mercedes drivers of Hamilton and Rosberg?
I'm not too sure.
Where Hamilton dirtily overtook Rosberg and ran him off the road and damaged his wing.
Typical Hamilton.
Sorry?
Typical Hamilton. Big greedy.
Yeah, as usual. He never likes getting overtaken, does he? He's like, me, I'm so soft and I'm the sole loser.
Straight after the race out of the FIA complains and cries until they get it back to him.
Oh. Oh, go on, Patronus. Enlighten me.
Ooh, Cornish almost slams it at the back of Alco Saints.
Oh, we nearly had a moment. I'm sure Team Captain Camo's now coming onto the comms. Multi 21 or multi whatever you want to say. Hold the position. I need the championship because it all matters now. Okay, according to Lee, there's no Hamilton-Rosberg rivalry and Racing Point. We're all nice to each other. Yes, but when it comes down to a win, friendships always get tested, Lincoln. Always.
I've
Look
also
at Hamilton
noticed.
and Rosberg, for example.
Exactly. Cornish got a 3-second time penalty. Again. 6 seconds.
Okay, so according to my sources of information, here we go. Overtake again between the two race leaders. Lap 31. Scotsman and Primus catching up with Button. Scotsman's having a good old look at Primus and he splashes past the Mercedes. But now will the Mercedes come back at the Renault? He's ordered the RS, he's tucked him behind Fort Barrow. Will he get the switch back? No. That's because Patronus as well. Schumacher was more hungry for his championships and was willing to do more for his championships, you know. Mr. Hamilton's all blessed and gifted. So dangle fish at me as back as much as you want. Okay, so we're still status quo between the two racing drivers, racing drivers.
I'm dead surprised in his Carl. Eating more chocolate medal after the race.
Scotsman on Button. Round the outside of turn 6. Oh, come on, Scotsman! Oh, he just picked up a penalty for that, but it was lovely side-by-side action between the two drivers. And they're still side-by-side. Oh, no! It's gone horribly wrong for the Renault driver.
You certainly won't be happy about that one. The 3 laps to go, it's been quite a quick race.
Yeah, it's been like a bit of action. action happen midway through and stuff like that. So we've obviously got the two Pink Panthers up ahead, Mason in third, so all pretty uneventful for them. So it looks like they're coming up to the lap car of RSF1 double though by the looks of it. Yeah, I'd say the two tracing points are going to be lapping double very shortly.
Double can still scrape 12, of course, not a point, but still not last.
Still scrape 12. Oh right, he's right behind one triple, isn't he? Of course.
Tribal's got 15 seconds for penalties.
Oh right.
Looks like Double's in the pit. Maybe Fossil Sauce get a fastest lap.
Me and Scotsman's in third.
Oh, Scotsman, sorry.
Okay, so Sticks is right behind Chris. So last few laps now unfolding for everyone. People are going to start to throw caution to the wind, or throw throw caution to the wind, or throw into the caution. Don't know. And start making moves that they wouldn't normally make. So currently out at the moment, like I said. So let's have a quick on the last penultimate lap. XRL Cornish is leading Alco Saints, so Racing Point 1-2. Mason in the Alpha Tower is there, solid third there. He's held third for pretty much most of the race. Old Man's in fourth there, keeping up the point scoring there for position for the Mercedes, and then Button there for Team Ferrari in fifth. Primus in sixth there, so both Mercedes there bagging points. So both Tracing Point and Mercedes. So 2019 Mercedes and 2020 Mercedes there in points finishes. Chris in the Haas in 7th as well. He's currently 10 seconds behind Primus, but he has got Fish Sticks right behind him. And then you've got Bang Your Dead in 9th, and then Graded Vinny in 10th. One Tribal in 11th, RSF1 Scotsman in 12th, RSF1 Double in 13th. So both Renault drivers there out of the points, and the other Haas driver.
Cornish slowed up a little bit there. Don't know if he's starting to struggle because last lap. He will drop back to P2 and Alco will take first as long as Alco doesn't get any penalties in the last lap. The last half of the track.
So it's definitely been Racing Points weekend, or Racing Points session today. They have absolutely mastered the class today. Car 69 and car 21 formation finish will we see here as well? Could well possibly be. But let's be fair, they've controlled it, they've had it, they've nailed it. And it's a fantastic 1-2 there for Racing Point. Mason's going to come across now through the last corner in P3 for Alpha Tauri. There we go, only 4 seconds behind after that. Old Man's in 4th. Button and Primus 5th and 6th. Fish Sticks now to come around the corner in 7th, Chris in 8th, Bang Your Dead in 9th. Oh no, Bang Your Dead moves up to 8th, Chris is down to 9th, and who's going to take the last point?
Scotsman just scraped it after his little spin.
Ooh. And the games driver of the day is Bang Your Dead 36. So there we go, guys. That has been a very exciting, and it's an all pink and white podium. For well done to the Racing Point drivers at Alco Saints and XRO Cornish on bagging the teams 1-2, and their AlphaTauri for P3 there as well. I'm sure Mr. Captain Camo is over the moon at his points bag haul this week. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is Alco Saints with the victory, starting there from 5th. XRL Cornish finishes in 2nd. Mason Dunks in a 3rd. Old Manzi in 4th. 5th is RSF1 Button. 6th, Primus Gaming. 7th, Fish Sticks in the McLaren. 8th, Bang You Dead in the Williams. 9th, Chris 12 LFC in the Haas. Graded Vinny in the Red Bull finishes P10. 11th RSF1 Scotsman just outside the points there in the Renault. 1 Tribble in the Haas finishes 12th. RSF1 double lapped car, it finishes in P13. And your DNFs this evening is DRT Invade, The Noob Gamer and Jamie24.
How's it going? Mason!
Okay,
Mason!
calm down.
Mason! Mason! Can you tell your dad to stop touching me? Please. Mason! Mason! Answer me. You're not Mason. Don't speak to me. You're not Mason. Why are you not Mason? Mason! Mason, you have to tell Jim to stop touching children. And me, preferably. Mason! Mason! Mason!
What's going on here?
Right, someone just invaded the party.
That was interesting.
It's very
Very.
weirdly.
Can I just point out, I don't know who that is.
Mason fans.
Got some Mason fans, let's go.
Right.
I don't think he was a fan.
Okay. Sorry about that. If that was out on stream, my apologies sincerely across that one. The party is now locked down, so no one can get into it. Fair enough. How do you want to go about this?
I don't mind. However you like it.
Pardon?
However, I don't mind.
It seems the team pattern is the streamer takes 3rd and 1st, and you take 2nd.
That's cool by me.
Sweet. Okay. Remember who's 3rd now. The name of the driver.
Mason.
Mason.
Mason! Of course, I should have remembered that person shouting Mason all constantly into the party. Mason, congratulations on P3. Wow. You done well. Controlled it really from P3 from the start. Tell us it from your end.
Going into the first turn, there was a massive crash and I managed to avoid it all, get into P3 straight away. And I managed to keep it the full race. Tried to keep up with Alco and Cornish, but they were having their own battle, wishing they were getting more penalties, but I just had my own wee race and just got P3 at the end of it.
So, overall, happy with the result for your team there?
Yeah, defo.
Did you enjoy the qualifying session as well, being like the mixed conditions, especially Q3? It dried up very quickly.
No, I wanted to kill myself because I went out and then I didn't have enough time to get back round the softs, and I managed to get P10 without even setting a time.
Unfortunate there. So good recovery there from P10. Managed to make up 7 positions. Obviously, I'm sure the turn 1 incident did play a little bit of helping hand there.
Yeah, and then I had to, I think it was overtaking, who was it? I think it was Fish Sticks or something, I can't remember, but I overtook someone to get P3 and then kept it the full race.
Yeah, well, congratulations on the P3. We are off to Britain next week.
Aye.
How do you feel?
I'm feeling quite good. It's one of my favourite tracks, so hopefully I get another podium.
Good. Well, we hope to see you. Well, I'm sure the guys will hope to see you on the podium. As like I said this week, it's a special guest appearance, so no doubt it will be the usual comms team of Spooky and who's normally your co-comms mate?
Mega Centurion, I think.
Mega Century. So, unless of course I'm summoned to needed again, I never know. Okay, so over to you now, Spooky, for P2.
So Cornish P2 start, I believe, then finishing P2 as well. Looked like a good race from your perspective. How do you think it went?
Yeah, it was a good race. I decided to go the lap extra on the softs at the start because I was worried, one, about the tyre wear, and two, I didn't want to end up pitting and coming out behind the medium runners and them holding me up. But I actually think that was like a real detrimental decision because I think I had a nice solid 3-second gap and ended up only just coming out behind Alco, and then obviously Alco was able to stay in the DRS and a nice train. But it was a brilliantly driven race by Alco. Managed to get me because of pens basically. I ruined it for myself, so well done Alco, he drove that brilliantly. I can be pleased because I think that's only my third podium of this season. After some disastrous races, so really good solid points. And I think now we're actually leaders of the constructors in F4 because we were 11 points behind Mercedes, so I don't know how many points they scored. Well, I'm imagining we've gone ahead of them now, so really chuffed with that. Let's see if we can get the constructors. And yeah, good, real solid race. Delighted with it, if I'm honest. Q3 was really weird. Me and Alco were both out cruising on Inters, and then it just suddenly it was raining and then instantly to dry tyres. There wasn't no like intermediate period where it was, it looks like it's going to go to softs now. It was just instantly soft and we were caught out. So I was very lucky to get second, I think. Chuffed with that.
Yeah, you should be anyway. It was a good racing, but of course you'll be, I believe, first anyway. Good consistency of the team anyway. Britain and Silverstone next week. Do you like it? Looking forward to it?
Yeah, I've not driven it for a while, but it's historically been pretty decent track for me. So hopefully I can get another podium. That's my goal.
Yeah, well, hopefully I might see you back next week. Over to you.
Wow. Congratulations again on P2 Cornish. Well controlled race from all perspectives and everything like that. So well done from me. Well.
Malibu's
One
back.
of the Malibu twins. And it happens to be on the time that I have to be in the comms box as well, doesn't it?
Of course. I heard that you was commentating. I was like, yeah, I gotta win now.
Congratulations on the victory there. You and Cornish seem to be having a little bit of fun between yourselves and everything. We were kind of hoping that we were going to see like a multi-21 situation, but unfortunately you didn't entertain us on that factor, but well done anyway. It's nice driving last year's Mercedes, really, isn't it?
I'm missing the Red Bull. I'm missing the Red Bull a lot, as you know. But yeah, no, the racing points track myself and Cornish well, so it's not too bad. Not too bad.
Okay. So tell us the race from your perspective. Obviously, with mixed qualifying of Q3 there, and like as Cornish was saying, you two were out cruising on intermediate tyres, as you do, just cruising around. Cruising, and then obviously without no warning, bang, doom, dry.
Yeah, technically we was cruising due to the fact that we was on an out lap, and then we had we was doing the cool down lap. So technically we was cruising. We wasn't pushing for a lap, and then it came to that less than 2 minute mark, and I rushed it back to the pitch just in case if I could get on the softs and try and go around. But by the time I got out of the pits, it was 50 seconds left. I still tried, but it was it turned to qualifying finish as soon as I was just reaching sector 3, so that's pretty unfortunate. Maybe another 10 seconds I would have got it. But yeah, the qualifying was a good run. Myself, Q1 got through. I don't know if you noticed, in Q1 I went on mediums. This was due to the fact that I didn't go on the softer compound of components. I went on to balanced. So I just thought, I'll go out on the medium, see what my pace is, and then I'll just switch to softs if I can't get on the mediums. So That, I don't know if you obviously caught that, but that's what my thought process was,
Yeah,
because I
we-
didn't go onto the softers of components.
Yeah, we did catch that, obviously, because obviously I was trying to keep it a surprise for the weather, so like obviously it'd be acting like natural kind of thing, but then someone called Cornish
Sorry.
goes and spoils it and says, "I'm sorry, it's a dry race."
Yeah, sorry about that.
But yeah, obviously, so in Q2, it said on the monitor in Q2, it said that it was going to be totally dry, but then within like 3 minutes of Q2, or like even less than that, 2 minutes, it started to obviously spit with rain. We all got confused, and then we all like kind of panicked and just went all out on softs. And then obviously Q3, it said that it was going to dry up in 15 minutes, and qualifying 3 is only 12 minutes. So we was like, well, why is it drying up? So we was lucky, like Cornish said, he was lucky to not go lower. But everyone who got called out, obviously, like myself, we was too late getting out of the pits, going onto the softs to get a better time. The only person who was obviously Invade, and he kind of spun himself in in turn 1, which is unfortunate. But yeah, no, absolutely amazing race. As Mason said, we had our own little battle, me and Cornish. We technically wasn't battling. We was just giving each other toe. We had we both had 3 seconds worth of penalties until the very end, the stint where Cornish got another 3 seconds. We just kept dragging each other along to get away from you dirty people. No, I'm only kidding. But yeah, we just kept dragging each other along and had our own little fun. We had our own race. It was absolutely amazing. Very good race. Malibu's are back, obviously. We're going to keep on striving. I'm probably, after this now, Primus is first at the minute. So I'm hoping with this win, I've brought myself closer to him due to the fact that he's not had the best race for himself today.
Okay. Cool. Right. So moving on to next week's race, obviously, it's Glacier Britannia.
Hate it. You know that. Hate the track.
Oh, a fellow hater of Britain.
Well,
How I do.
I live here. It's a nice country, but the track, I hate it. Hate it. Hate the track.
Hey, I'm in full agreement. I can't stand the track. It's not one of my favourites at all, but it is what it is. We have to race it. We can't all pick and choose all the good ones what you like.
Yeah, unfortunately
So you're not looking forward to Britain anyway. But anyway, hopefully it will be a good points haul for you two again. But hey, you never know. Anything can happen in Formula 1, and as my quote always ends in saying, it usually does. That is us for tonight, guys, and actually this week. That has been Austria, so that's round 10 over and done with. Round 11, Great Britain. Who is going to come out on tops? Who is going to be the one to turn around and shock everyone? There's only one way to find out, and that's to tune in next week. And we start with F2 on Sunday. Primus Gaming will be streaming that session for you with his co-coms. I'm not too sure at the present moment. I'm sure it will be announced shortly, in due time. Well,
did you say something about a special guest? Sorry to interrupt there. Did you say something about a special guest earlier?
We did. We had Jamie come and join us in the comments box from the race.
Oh, okay. I thought you was bringing someone in like a cheeky small celeb or something.
Yeah, lose that one.
No, not quite. Anyway, so that is Spooky. It's been fun.
Hopefully a good next week and all.
Right.
Yep. Hopefully next week we'll see a lot more action. Well, another load more action, especially that turn 1 instance. But guys, apologies for the delay earlier as well with the restart. Unfortunately, these things happen. But until next week, until Sunday night, it is goodbye from RSF1 for the week. We all hope you have a good weekend.